Welcome again to my channel. So today I am going to show you, as I promised you in my previous tutorial, which was about modeling of a pawn. I promised you that I will again uh, use one more method to model a pawn. That was simple a chess pawn, which I modeled using edit poly modifier by the help of polygon, right? I used different primitives. I used cylinder and sphere. These two primitives I used in my previous tutorial, and also I used some modifier. I applied some modifiers on the primitives and changed its shape by the help of some tools by going to sub-object level, vertex, edge, polygon, sub-object level. Today I'm going to show you one more method which I preferably choose first time only, right? But as I wanted to show you polygon modeling, that is why I opt that method. Now today I am going to show you one more method. By the help of spline I am going to model. So here I am first loading the images. That is already loaded, just I need to display it. Display background shortcut is alt B, right? To display background, viewport background shortcut is alt B, which I generally use most of the time, and all the time I use alt B because it seems tedious for me to choose the options, go to the option, because many of the time I do not remember where that's situated, located, because I use shortcuts only for some options. So here this one is alt W for maximize. Now here it is, see this one. So same I am going to create by the help of spline. So create, second one is line tool, here it is line tool, and just what you need to do, I need to create curve. I need to convert the line into curve. But before that, smartly just put the nodes of the lines, right? You need to think about where to put the nodes of the lines, right? So it can be easy for you to manipulate also, and it gives you correct and accurate result. So here I am starting. So here this one be going to be my first point, then this is the curve, second point, again third point, four, like that only here also. That's it. And then straight to this, on this line I will end my point here, right? I will end my point, click, and then right click to release the node. Right click to release the node, move tool, select the move tool, and then now press G to hide the grid. Now see, go to modify, this is line tool, click over here. Line has three sub object level, vertex, segment, and spline, right? So click on vertex, select all of the nodes, and then come to any one point, right click, and change it in bezier corner to control the curve. Now see, this is control handle. With the help of control handle, just make the curve arc shape, right? Define the shape, zoom in by middle mouse clicking, and I am zooming in. Oh shit, sorry. Zoom a bit. Here it is now, like this. no problem, like this. Always zoom when, as far as designing is concerned, always zoom to some extent, right, which, so that you do not have to repeat the tasks. Do it final at one time only, right? So zoom and create the shapes. That's it for me. Done. Then this one is the last one. Here when you are clicking over here in this angular box, that means you are constraining this control handle with x and y both axes, so it will give you flexibility to work with. That's it. Done. Right now, click on the line, press G and C. I'm changing its color. It's not line color. Okay. See here. Done. Now click on. Here are some jagged spline, jagged shape, right? If you want to remove this shape, just go to interpolation and steps value is 6, increase the step value. See, not 100, make it 20, 6 to 20, or 15, see, 20, 30. Okay, it's all right. 30, right? So interpolation value, all these, just remember, these are small things, and actually for who are new for 3D Max, so just remember this. Done. Now after making this spline, I just want to revolve it. I am going to just convert it into 3D. This is actually 2D shape, right? This is actually 2D shape. See the spline, 2D shape, right? Now I am going to convert it in 3D. Now for that purpose I will use one modifier, right? That is lathe modifier. But before that, just, this is transform gizmo, known as transform gizmo, this is known as. So go to hierarchy and affect pivot only. This is pivot also, right? Transform gizmo is also a pivot, right? Origin of an object. So here it is now at the corner of the spline. So make it at the center of, press G key, and this axis is the center of this whole shape. See the arrow, whether it is center or not. Exact center exact center, try to keep it exact center. See, right? Yes, zoom, and then that is why zoom tool is given, and very important that zoom is in 3D. That's it. Now this gizmo is now center of the page. Turn it off and go to modify, and above line just press L and apply this lathe modifier. That's it. Done. See. See here. Right. So this, I think, only within 8 to 10 minutes I have finished this. Right. So it is your intelligence, your capability. You need to think about that, what, how to create the model, right? How to create the model, right? So, and what to use, which technique to use, right? It all depends on you. Now that is done, and now if it will give you problem, it will come like this. Just go and click on this flip normals. Now see, again zigzag surface, right? See here, zigzag surface, right? So to smooth it, increase the segment 16 to 30, make it 30 or 40. That's it. Here we have created one more model of pawn, right? Exact. Now press Shift F and adjust it and render it. Alt W and put one plane, also plane, right, and its length and width segment, make it 1 1. This is spinner control, right? When on spinner control, you will on down spinner arrow, when you will right click over here, then that will become default, that will take the default value by itself, just one right click. So here it is one, see here 6 value is there, just right click 1, right, and then and adjust this plane here, make it 0 0 0. Again right click the spinner, down spinner control, then it will become 0, click, and then set its length and width, plane's length and width, done. Here it is, here, here it is, Alt W, control, convert it into camera view. That's it. Go to file, save as, where to save, go and save it. Here I have used lathe modifier, so write lathe, and this is actually pawn, right? Saved it, and now render it and check how it's coming. So this is normal scanline render in Max, default render of Max, default render engine of Max scanline, and without any effect I have just rendered it normally. Now I will put one light into it. So here it is light. Again go to standard. One skylight I am going to put first, and then I am going to render it. That's it, very flat result it is giving. Now again go to skylight, in skylight turn on cast shadow and then render it again. Now it will take time, but it will give you realistic effect by turning on cast shadow with skylight. It is taking time, it takes time a little bit. It depends on your configuration also, your computer, your CPU also, computer also, performance of your computer, right? So okay, let me cancel it, and now let me put one light, target spotlight. That's it. From my side only I want to put array. Done. Go to modify, turn on shadow, ray traced shadow, which give you again natural effect of shadow, and then render it. I rendered wrong view, front view, render this camera view. So simply I am rendering it, nothing I am doing, right? I have not assigned material, I have not assigned any color, specific color, I have not given any background to the image, just I am rendering my model, CG model, 3D model, which I created by taking one reference of 2D image, right? So this is how it is given. So this we are taking output as a 2D, but in 3D it is from all the view. Here see this 3D, you can see it from all the view, top, bottom, perspective view, all the view you can see, and you can do some animation with this object also, right? And if you want to make it live, so you can rig it with the bone and then do animation, right? You can animate camera also, you can animate this object also, right, afterwards. So here see light, it is, I think, little bit fall off set, but still it's giving us hard edge of the light, right, which we can make it smooth by the help of hotspot and fall off option, which I shown you in my the previous tutorials where I had used polygon, right? So by the help of spline, such type of object you can model. Like if you want to model a glass, if you want to model round jug, if you want to model some pot, right? So you can, then you can use lathe modifier, right? And sometimes with the combination of spline and polygon also you can create your model, and afterwards just join the shapes, right? So in all these way you can create your stuff, which will become easy for you also, and convenient, gives you convenience also, and it takes less time and give accurate result. So my motto of making one more tutorial of creating a pawn is that to show you, to tell you about that the one more technique of modeling, 3D modeling, that was by applying with the help of spline, right? So poly modeling also you can do, spline also you can do, but the best option you need to choose, right? And this will not give us any problem at any stage of work, in lighting also or in rendering also. It will give you smooth result everywhere, because this is done, it is made up of only one spline, right? That is why. And if it requires, then you can convert this object model into polygon also. This is one simple object, but with this object only you can create a drama, either by lightening the scene, right? Just put this one's image and texture it, give a proper light, and create your scene only. You create your scene or animate this object, right? So it will become then emphatic. That's it, right? This is C, the output, right? Now save it by pawn nav o1, that is lathe we have used, lathe dot jpg, save. That's all for this tutor, and in the next tutor we will, maybe I will model some more element, and altogether once we start rendering our model object in mental ray, and by applying some material to the objects, we create a scene, apply materials to the object, texture the object, right? Let the scene and take out the final output, and then you will see that it gives you photorealistic effect, right? So that time you will see the real strength of 3D applications, right? That's all for today. Bye bye. Take care. Do take care in this COVID season, and uh, be a winner. Thanks.